Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and in this guide we're going to take a look at the very basics of character loadouts and overall gameplay optimization, because some of the aspects of character building and builds in general are a bit obscure in Fireteam Elite. So I'm gonna guide you through the whole interface that you see right here, every little detail that becomes apparent during the opening hours of the game, so you can have a better understanding and make the best use of the tools at your disposal. So the first tab is self-explanatory. These are your campaigns. I have completed the first one. I'm dealing with the second one now. On the bottom left, you have three tabs. Two are dailies and one is weekly. These are your stock challenges that can be found in most of these games. The weekly for this week was to complete 3 games as a technician. So if you do that, you get a nice boost in credits and cards and all that good stuff. The second one is your lowdown, and what has to be understood here is that anything you do is related to the tabs on the left. So if I, for example, go to the demolisher and go to my emotes and map flex, for example, okay, if I go to my dock after that, my emotes are completely empty here. Each one of these tabs, each one of these classes and the classes that become available later that have already been shown to us in promotional bids and so on and so forth, are customized individually. Okay, so I started playing with the technician, and these are my emotes, these are the ones I have mapped, and this is my equipment. Now, every class in Fireteam Elite can equip 2 kinds of weapons. Weapons are categorized in specific teams. So for the gunner, we have rifle weapons and CQC weapons. Rifles are all your rifles, like assault rifles, pulse rifles, and so on and so forth. CQC is shotguns and SMG, as you can see here, and the SMGs. Then you go to the demolisher using rifles and heavies. Heavies include the smart gun, the flamethrower, and so on and so forth. Technician can use handguns and CQC weapons. The dog can use rifles and handguns, and so on and so forth. No matter what, these are the kits of the class and cannot be swapped. You can never have a technician using a smart gun unless there's something down the line that gives you that ability. For the time being, it's not possible. You have to work with what's available to the class's kit. So this is a very, very basic build that you get to deal with. You get your standard abilities, you get your appearance perks here, you get your consumables that you can pick up during missions, and they get stacked up and you have them in the inventory. For example, if I start a mission, I will start with 3 turrets, but I also have 6 turrets in my inventory. Like this is, let's say, my stash, and I have 6 turrets, 1 static grid, 2 vulnerability assessment drones, and so on and so forth. The most complex part of this whole process is the technician or dock or demolisher or gunner perks, and well, that's self-explanatory. If you go in here, you will see this grid. Now I'm going to take everything off so you can see it. This is how you start, and you have your abilities around the center of this grid. Here's my sentry turret. This is my cross-platform synergy. Allies standing near your turret take 10% less damage. When you stand near your turret, it generates 5% of its HP every second, so it self-repairs. And charged coils toss a device that lofts itself to the target and releases electrical shocks in the area, damaging enemies and reducing their movement speed. This is your passive, and these are your actives. So as you progress on the right here, you will start unlocking cores and modifiers. For the technician, the first 2 you get is technician CQC training, increases the reload speed and accuracy of CQCs by 15%, and handgun training increases the accuracy and weak point damage of handguns by 15%. You grab one of these, CQC in my case, and let's say we'll put it here. Now this is active on my character, increasing my combat rating by 20. Okay. Modifiers that unlock, like the compatibility matrix, state while this ability is active, you deal 10% more damage, stacks up to 3 times. If you pick this up, you can put it wherever you have enough space. It takes 3 blocks in a row, so I can put it here, for example, or I could pick it up and put it here. It connects with the charged coils and states attached to charged coils. This means that my charged coils, whilst they're active, will give me a 10% buff. If I have 3 coils out there, I will receive a 30% buff. That's very substantial. Now, if I go on lower tier here, the misc modifiers, it says extend duration 3, increase the duration of ability by 18%. I can pick this up, and no matter how much space I have here on my sentry, I cannot slot it here. That's because the sentry has an unlimited lifespan as long as it doesn't get destroyed. So I have to slot it here. Now my charged coils will have a better duration. I can also pick my compatibility matrix and slot it here, and everything combines, and now my charged coils get 18% more duration, and I will also be getting the buff stated here if I have coils running at any given moment. Since this is all empty, I go to my course, get my technician CQC, I slot it here, and I just got a 50 boost to my combat rating. So this is pretty much the hardest thing to grasp. If you go on any of these, you can click on triangle or Y on the Xbox, and it will show you the compatibility of each one of these. The compatible modifiers, it shows you what it can combine with to give you the best results, so you don't have to go through the whole menu. Okay. And progressing throughout the game and unlocking this will improve your overall combat rating, strengthening your character and making them viable for higher missions. Now you can see my combat rating is 339, for example. When it comes to inventory, here you can just check what you have. For example, rifles, you go into your rifle, you can customize it from here. But that's not what you will have equipped. This is a demolisher and gunner gun that I cannot have on my technician, so this doesn't change anything on my loadout. I just prep my guns for each class, so I don't have to switch in between the individual loadouts. A very nice quality of life choice. Attachment shows you all the attachments by category. This is for armature, that's heavies, barrels for your guns, magazines for many weapons, muzzles for shorties, and optics for many weapons as well. Consumables are your combat consumables that you can take into battle. The challenge cards state all your challenge cards. Appearance will let you change the outfit of each one of your characters here. For example, technician specialist is one that I have here. I also have the standard issue. These are what you own. Head accessories as well, weapon colors and decals, so you have them all in one place. Your intel is pretty much everything you have available when it comes to collectible stuff. If you go to team, you give it a sec. On your left, you see your teammates. With one click, you can invite them and you will see your squad here on the right. And settings state your settings, of course. Now, when you actually want to play, when you want to start a mission, you will go here to Herrera.
Let's rack up the highest kill count in this whole
You
damn
go to
battalion.
select a mission and you can click on any of the campaigns, choose what you want, and then launch either in public matchmaking or in private matchmaking. In private, only who you invite will be joining you, but no matter if you have allies or not, the remaining slots will be filled by AI combatants that are somewhat effective on normal but will not serve you later on. You can also activate and disable challenge cards so the people in your team cannot mess with your modifiers, and here you pick your difficulty settings. This is pretty much it, guys. I mainly wanted to explain how you can manage your perks because it took me a couple of minutes to just figure how everything mixes and how everything works. I hope you found this useful. I will be covering everything there is to cover in Fireteam Elite. Supposedly there's gonna be some sort of build crafting later on in the game. I can't really say right now, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Sub, like, and share if you like this, and until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!